Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching this, I hope you're feeling positive and keeping safe. Today, as you're watching this, it's Good Friday, which in the Christian calendar is the day that commemorates the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. Not to be confused with Easter Sunday that comes 3 days after, where we celebrate the resurrection, which is a pretty awesome day. Today, I wanted to share with you something that's really important to me, and that's Lent. Every year, without fail, I give something up for Lent. I've given up lots of things like chocolate, social media, alcohol, listening to music in the car, and even saying the word can't. But what is Lent? Lent is the period of 40 days which come before Easter. It starts on Ash Wednesday, which is the day after Shrove Tuesday, also commonly known as Pancake Day, and ends on Good Friday. How many times did I say day in that sentence? It's a 40-day fast, commonly practiced by Catholics, but also in some Protestant churches too. And it imitates the days that Jesus spent in the desert being tempted by Satan. Get your Bible! Then Jesus was led by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. Matthew 4, verse 1. Ta-da! So why do it then? The idea is that by giving up something that's a regular part of your daily life, like online shopping, gossiping with your friends, drinking coffee, or scrolling through Facebook, we can be reminded of the sacrifice that Jesus made. This time can then be replaced by spending more time connecting with God and reading his word. Personally for me, what I have to give up has to be a challenge, it has to be life-changing, and it has to be creative. So I abstained from things that distract me from being my best possible self, or perhaps aren't helpful or fruitful habits. What did I give up, I hear you ask? Watching TV. That's right. For 40 days and 40 nights, I decided to stop watching any form of video entertainment. That's box sets, movies, documentaries, the news, everything. And then we went into lockdown. Thanks, coronavirus. Anyhow, I gave this up, and for the first few days it was fine, because even though it was kind of weird, I was kind of getting used to it, and I was able to dive into other activities, be them physical, creative, etc. I actually travelled to Prague on the first week of March, and while it was weird not streaming things to keep me entertained whilst I was on the plane, I read books, I journaled, and it didn't really faze me that much. I was kind of thinking this year I'd find Lent a lot easier. However, after arriving back home from our holiday, my boyfriend and I had to self-isolate until we got our test results back. Chill, they came back negative. However, pretty much as soon as we came out of self-isolation, the island of Jersey went on lockdown. So we've only been allowed to go outside of our home for 2 hours per day, meaning a lot of time spent at home still not able to watch TV. So while all of my friends were texting me about all of these new box sets I should watch or this new film that I should check out, I wasn't able to join in. But like it says in Nehemiah chapter 8, the joy of the Lord is my strength. And I also insist on seeing it through because I'm really stubborn. Now, instead of telling you what I did instead of watching TV, I want to tell you what I learned about myself during this process. So what have I learned? Well, number one, that I rely on TV as a distraction from my own busy thoughts. I often watch TV or have it on in the background, often to avoid silence and the opportunity for my mind to wander. However, I've learnt to stop or to sort through negative thoughts as and when they come and engage in more mindful activities like meditation, painting, reading my Bible, or going outside and going for a hike. Secondly, I've noticed that I automatically watch TV at meal times, especially breakfast. This is because my parents are often out at work and I'm on my own during the day. So when I have breakfast, I tend to have it on my own. So I watch TV as something to do while I'm eating. Instead though, I've been listening to podcasts of sermons or reading articles that I find interesting but would never normally have read. I've also taken that time in the morning to really think about things that I'm grateful for. And I think that's led me to have a lot more of a positive mindset as I go about my day. And finally, number 3 is that working on self-discipline isn't easy, but it's definitely really, really rewarding. You wouldn't believe the amount of people that have said to me, oh, don't worry about it, this whole coronavirus staying in your house thing, it's totally understandable to just sit and watch movies and watch TV because it makes sense in these current circumstances to just let it go this year. And I have to admit, there were times where I thought, well, the situation of the world is a little bit different right now, so maybe it would make sense that I would spend the gloomy days where I can't really go outside as much as I want to just sit down, watch a film and chill out and beat this boredom. But I really did want to challenge myself, because for me it's a way to spend more time with God by committing to strengthen our relationship with the time that I'm saving. So there we have it, all I've learned from doing Lent this year. Now don't get me wrong, you don't have to be the Pope to do this. It doesn't have to have religious intentions or to be at this specific point of the year. You could just give something up, kick a bad habit in order to seek a healthier lifestyle for your physical or mental health. I'm pretty surprised at how difficult it actually was, because I think if you'd have asked me a couple of weeks prior, I would have said, yeah, I can give this up, like that's totally easy. But especially during these circumstances, it's definitely been more of a challenge than I thought it was going to be. And as a result, I've definitely been talking to God more, reading my Bible more, and I've been more able to choose what I'm consuming in terms of the media. So try it for yourself, challenge yourself, and I promise you, you'll reap the rewards. I hope this video encourages you to find out the things in your daily life that distract you from bettering yourself or your relationship with God. So keep smiling, spread kindness, not germs, and take care of yourself and all of those around you. I'll be praying that you have an amazing Easter weekend. God bless. Mwah. I just swallowed an ice cube.